Hello. Good morning. Hope you guys are excited to join us today for a big feature announcement. I am joined today by my colleague and my sidekick, Victoria Adrian, who's our VP of Operations, and I'm Tiffany Hall, our CGO here at Aesthetic Record, and we have been working on our online booking portal, a brand new launch, a brand new e-commerce, new design, new flow, new all the things for you guys today. We're going to walk you through it from start to finish, give you a good overview of what it contains and what we hope you'll be able to achieve with it. But Victoria, welcome to our webinar.
Hi, I know, what a good reunion. It's been a while.
And now I do this every week with the podcast. You haven't been on in a while, so welcome to our new studio. But we're going to go through really from kind of the top all the way through to the bottom and just give you a good sense of how to get this thing done ASAP, because it is currently now live in your system. And there are a few things to configure and to tweak to make sure that it works well for you going forward. So we're going to pop up on my screen and go through just a couple quick bullet points that you'll need to know, and then we'll get in the system and we'll start trucking along. If you guys have questions or concerns or anything at all, you know how to chat in the bottom of the little chat bubble, put in a Q&A, and we'll get that answered for you. But I'll go ahead and kick us off here, and then we'll kind of go back and forth and chat a little bit. But as you guys have seen in the Instagram feed and also in our email that we sent out last night, this is a true online booking and e-commerce portal. It's not like Shopify, but you are going to be able to sell some things and put things in the patient wallet that you've never been able to do before, that have been asked about for years, I think, and are now here and have come to fruition just in time for the summer season, back to school, and all the fun gift card holidays coming soon. So a couple quick things to look at here. You have really 6 big pieces that have changed. There's actually a bit more, but just for the big rocks, you have a brand new landing page that you'll see in just a second, and it has new color theme options, 9 of them, so you can change your buttons and some of your background colors to match your website colors. You have an improved design, so a whole new booking flow. It looks totally different now. We put some of the things in the front that were in the end and just made it look a little bit easier for the customer or for your patient to go through, but also just the way it looks from a book by provider standpoint is brand new for us, to book by the provider and not by the service. So if you love Victoria, you can book by her instead of by Botox or Juvederm or whatever else it is that you want. And then we have now memberships available on the portal, so you can buy them from the patient portal or also now from the online booking portal, which is brand new. Also buying e-gift cards, promotions, and of course what we've all been asking for forever, the option to track with your Google tracking or tag manager to see who's coming from your ads into your online booking portal. So we'll go through all of that today briefly, but large thing to know here is that there is going to be a little bit of reorganization for you and some cleanup and things you're going to want to do once you see it to make sure that it looks and feels the way that you want it to look and feel. And we'll kind of go through that in just a second, but to get a good sense of all that, Victoria, give us some ideas of your thoughts on things we have to get done first before we even think about really cleaning up the online booking portal.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that it's important, obviously, to figure out your summer sales. So that's a great starting point, is figure out what in the heck do you even want to offer this summer? And even moving forward from that point, so whether it's maybe you're kicking off a membership program, this is a great opportunity to really generate a lot of revenue because patients really truly have like that one-click enrollment process now. So I think getting ducks in a row for memberships, promotions, and then we'll have some fun, like little color and design things you'll get to choose from. So that'll be really exciting. And then the other thing as well is e-gift cards. So thinking about, if you're not using e-gift cards today because patients always have to buy them in clinic, thinking about getting that process started because it's super easy for the patient to buy it from our new e-commerce portal. So thinking about if you want to offer happy birthday gift cards or, summer savings, whatever the heck you want to call it, you can do so. So I think getting that stuff organized, and then there will be a few other little design things to think about. So as you think about fun little images that you may want to use with particular promotions, start to brainstorm on things like that because you'll have the opportunity to insert, some little like logos and things like that. So you'll really get to make it a truly unified experience for the patient based off of what your clinic plans to offer. So.
Yeah, and it gets to look different for the first time ever. So your clinic looks different than my clinic, which has not been the case for us. It's always been very much the same. So now you have like a bit of a custom feel to it. I think there are 2 things you have to know though. If you're not using our POS currently, first of all, you should be, because it's just easier. But the big thing for that is if you don't use our POS, you cannot access the e-commerce platform. You cannot do gift cards, memberships, or promotions. So if you want to offer that, plus a deposit or cancellation policy, you must have POS turned on. So that's step 1 if you don't have that already done. The second thing is, in order to buy these things and put them into the patient wallet, you must have the patient portal open for them to log in and authenticate their user. So we have to know that it's me, Tiffany, buying that to go into my Tiffany's wallet. And so if I don't have the online booking portal connected for the patient, I can't do the authentication. So if you don't have those two things done, you're going to have the POS on and your patient portal turned on to get users or patients all the way authenticated through. So those are two big things. If we'll pop up on my screen real quick, JT, I'll show a couple quick other things, and we're going to switch over and look at the actual platform. So as you think about your checklist for online booking, same checklist as always. Double check your cancellation policy, double check your service deposits. If you're not using those, they're a great idea. If you wanted to change your cancellation policy amount, just use a service deposit, it's easier. Look at your provider bios. Now they're going to be really front and center in a big staff tab, so make sure they have a good picture, they have a good bio. And then look at your service names and your categories. And you'll see in just a second why that really matters. How they're organized is going to take a big role here of how the patient will find the services. So you're going to want to just do an overall housekeeping or house cleaning function with all of your online booking pieces to make sure that's what you really want. And then you're going to look through in just a second to confirm your theme and your landing page info. We're going to go through and look at all the ways to add in the things you can sell. And then also, again, patient portal has to be open. You're going to have to invite your existing patients into it. If they already have it, then easy peasy. If they have not, or you've at least invited them, they have not responded and like actually accepted it, you can always go in and resend the invitation again to them, change their password inside your AR portal. So a few things you can do there with the patient portal, but it has to be turned on. So those are your big rocks to get started. And I'm going to flip over now to my AR login screen, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, okay, so I'll start here, and then Victoria, as you would jump in, just go ahead and jump in. But the main thing to do or to think about here, first step is going to be to configure your landing page. And you have all new web configurations, which are pretty important, and they really dictate how everything looks. So you're going to start with going to your appointments tab here, and then your smart configuration. And then again, if you want to look at your services, how they look, how they sound, all those things, your providers here are important now to see what they actually offer and what they're going to be listed for online booking. So a couple, just some hacks there to go here and make sure that you have the right services, right providers. But where it really changes is under your booking portal click. So click there. You're going to see in this morning that you have a new URL that's a /online booking. Don't panic. Your existing URL is now redirecting it to this particular URL. So if you see this and think, that's not my link, it's a different link. We've made that change for you, so don't worry about that. Don't panic. But under your web configuration, you're going to now see a couple of new pieces. Number one is going to be an introduction. You have 50 words to put here. So this is going to be a quick little bio about your practice, about your med spa. We have one here for Lovely Line, just a quick little byline. And then here you get the chance to decide what to show and not to show. So again, if you don't have on POS, you cannot do memberships, gift cards, or promotions. So that's going to be a no for you. If you do, you have the choice. So you can choose to add memberships, gift cards, some here, not these, some others. You can also, once you get into those particular fields, decide what things to show for each of those. So this is just going to be a blanket theme at the top, navigation theme. Do you want to even show these things? And so we're going to leave all of ours on because they look nice. And then right here is going to be just some practice info. If you have a main booking number, main email, no matter how many clinics you have, just the main contact information, put that here. That will help the practice or the landing page to look consistent. Websites in here, just make sure this is correct and that it hasn't defaulted to something that you don't want it to show. So just double check that. And then what you will have in about an hour, I hope, is a Google tracking box right here. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks just like this. You can put in your G- whatever your Google number is for your Google tag. That will go right here. So all you'll need for your Google Tag Manager is to go into your Google account, grab your Tag Manager ID and put it into here. We've done the whole script for you. Just copy and paste your ID and stick it in this field right here, and you'll be able to connect your Google account to your web booking. So I'll go back over here. So now we have this part all done. If for some reason you go over the word count here, you'll see it. Just make sure that you don't do that, obviously. And then under your themes, you're going to have 9 different themes. So based on your website, based on your practice colors, you could choose from one of these 9 themes. We have a new logo that I put in last night, so I've chosen a pink theme just to make it stand out for our webinar. But whatever it is for you, you can choose it. It's not going to be overly pink or overly blue, but it's just going to give little nice little hints and things, accents there. So we've got our web configuration done. We have our theme done. That's the hard part. So go ahead and click save. And then if you would like to, and I recommend it, while you're in here, take a quick tour of your categories. Make sure you have what you want, that things are kind of lined up the way that they should be, have nothing that's extra that you don't want anymore. and just do a general cleanup of your overall categories and your overall service listings to make sure, again, that it looks good, because you're going to hopefully have a lot more traffic now with all these things happening inside the online booking portal, and you want it to look good for your people. So Victoria, what did I miss on the overall booking portal setup?
Yeah, I think that was great. One other little tidbit that I will share, if you guys have worked with me and Tiffany, well, we love Excel, first of all. So if you need to organize and kind of clean up services and see everything really from a bird's eye view, there is a download to Excel function. So feel free to use that download to Excel function, sort and filter, make sure that your services, categories, providers, all that fun stuff is really set in stone and looks, professional and things like that. So just keep that in mind as you are getting organized with those services and categories. That download to Excel function can be super helpful.
It's right beside your Manage Categories button. Just click download to Excel. You'll see it pop open. You can start rearranging and fixing and looking at things there. Okay, so if we've gotten that part done, we've picked our theme, we've picked all of our stuff, we're good to go. Our next step is to go into our promotions, gift cards, and memberships and see what we want to actually display in the portal, because you may not want to display everything, right? And if you don't, you got to check in. You got to check in and check the right thing. So we're going to start with our promotions. This is first on the list. So I'm going to go to our promotions tab here. And you're going to see a few new things on this that you haven't seen before. One's going to be a category called online booking name. So you'll see here this new online booking name. If you've turned on a promotion for online booking, you can rename it and it will show in that column. So that's what that column means. It's a new name for the online booking service or for the online booking promotion. So I'm going to go through one that we've actually done, that we've added. Let me get my computer to refresh here. We have one here for a buy B12 shot 10-pack. That's our internal name for the service as a clinic, but that doesn't look very good publicly. So we're going to rename it. So we're going to take this little click button right here, add to online booking portal, click on it, make sure that it shows up. And when it does show up, you're going to see three new functions: a name, a description, and an image. They have to all three be filled out to move forward. So just know if you're going to put it online, you have to have a name, a description, and an image. So I've made it to a more friendly name for patients. So buy 10 B12 shots and save. A little description here to save 50, and then I have an image. So once I've done all that, I can go ahead and save it. It's helpful to know that all that we can sell are packages and BOGOs and things. We cannot sell discounts. If you're going to offer a discount, you cannot put that on for online booking because you can't buy a discount. So only your packages here, your offers, discount groups. But if you have a percentage off or a dollar figure off, it's not going to work. So let's go ahead and save this one. And then I have a few more. It's already saved, so I'm going to go back to another one. Let me show you what it looks like when it's not done and we turn it on for the first time. So let's look at, not that one. Let me grab a package here. Let's go for a BOGO here. Buy 20, get 5. You see if you default here, you have nothing. Click on the button here, and now I have things. So just a basic upload of a file, a little description, put it in here, you're good to go. So now that I have that, I can look and see for all of mine, I've got a few things turned on. So you'll see the names here that are all showing up. And then right now, if you turn something off for online booking, because you've already named it, it still shows up in this column. We'll get rid of that. But you will see here, if things expire out as well, like if you have the deadline set for tomorrow passes, it will also take it out of the running for online booking to be purchased. So pretty simple here. Just add a nice little image, add your information, and hit save. Now the next part is going to be your e-gift cards. Very similar, except there is no image. So if I have things I want to be able to sell online for e-gift cards, I'll click on one here. Let's see. We've got a beauty Botox gift card. All I have to do here is just click the on button. Click on, click off. So as long as I click the button on, that we're going to show it on the online portal, then they can buy it from there. And the buying works the same way, instant send or future send. But there's nothing else I have to do here except just turn it on. And make sure you put in your gift card policy, because you'll see it here as well on online booking. So go ahead and cancel that out. So again, promotions, add those in, gift cards, and then now on our membership program, you can now sell these online as well. And if you see here, you've got things that you already have done where I can send, or I can make this available for the patient in the patient portal to buy. If that's already enabled, you're good to go for memberships. If not, you'll have to enable that. So let's look at one that I just did last night. Let me find facial membership. Let's look at this one right here, the facial club. So because it's going to show publicly, even more important now to make things look and feel nice. So you have a membership fee, you've got your monthly, you can do monthly and annually for the same membership program. put your free products in. So this works just the exact same way it's always worked. It's just a matter of, do you want to show it to the patient portal? Yes or no? And then do you want to have the discounts and free items? So nothing at all changes here except for the option to now not only show it on the online portal, I'm sorry, for the patient portal, but also for the online booking portal as well. So again, no big change. Memberships, easy peasy, do it like always. So that's pretty much membership. So we have now e-gift cards, promotions, and memberships. What else do we have left, Victoria? What do we miss?
Let's see here. So I think I'm chatting with quite a few people here in
Oh,
our little
good.
chat group.
Well,
So
tell them what they're saying. What are they saying? What are they saying?
I was going to touch on a couple of points. So, one thing, if anyone is having issues seeing all of the things that we're showing today, step one is to make sure that user permissions are turned on. So when you go into, well, first of all, if you have an admin user role, you will have automatically inherited this permission. For those that might be, front desk user, but they should have, more functionality, you can go to manage privileges and then booking portal configuration. It's right there in the middle of the page. Yep, right there. So make sure that that box is selected. Once that's selected, then make sure that the user logs out, they log back in, and then all the magic should show up at that point.
What else do we have on questions?
So let's see here. So you touched on the memberships. Nothing has changed with memberships. So your functionality to enroll patients in the clinic versus through the patient portal, things like that. Everything is still the same there. This is just added functionality. So just more ways to generate, revenue. So let's see here. I got behind. I'm reading the rest of it real quick. Okay, so someone asked, can they pick their gift card amount themselves? So the way that our system works is that you do have to have preset gift cards created. So, we recommend doing, 50, 100, 150, etc. Then that way patient can purchase whatever their heart desires at that point. Let's see here. We do have a waitlist option. I know that's not tied to this webinar specifically, but we'll go through a few other things kind of towards the end of this just to catch everyone up. Okay. All right. I think those are most of them that are tied to what we're going through right now.
Last thing I would say too to that, we were just on the teammates pages for users, is that's where you're going to go look for your bios, make sure they look good and they sound good, that you have the right names for online booking. So let me look at one here. I think we had his last night. So make sure that you have, obviously if they're working for as a provider, that they have, a good name, that they have a bio, etc. This one has nothing, so he's dead to us. Let's find a better one. We'll look for our friend Jane Doe. I think she's got something in here. Let's look at hers. I may be logged out here. Oopsie. One too many screens open. There we go. There's Jane. Now we see her. Okay. So putting in like a really nice bio, whatever it is you want her to see or show. That way, whenever the patients go online to book with her and see her as their option, it'll look nice. So if you don't have those done today, if you don't have pictures in there or descriptions in there, get that done because it'll make a big difference. Okay. Do we want to see it? It's like, yes. Drum roll, please. You guys already have seen it if you have been looking around this morning. So let me get a good refresh here. Now I'm going to start with our landing page. Let me actually start all the way over so I have a brand new fresh screen just like a patient would see it. I like that. Let's mimic their experience. Oopsie. I can work my computer this morning. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this. I have, when they come in, they're going to default to a pick your clinic option. So I'm kind of at a different place with mine right now, but if you have lots of clinics in your individual account, if you have like, let's say 7 locations, you're going to have like a drop down that shows up that says pick your clinic. I was already in a clinic, so it doesn't help me, but when they come into that, they're going to default onto that clinic's page, which in this case, you're going to have your same, if you see here, here's your description that came through that we just wrote, the 50 word description. It will show up the location and hours for that office. So if you have an office that is missing an address, missing hours, you want to go back into your AR portal, which I forgot to mention, and go into your settings tab, go to your clinics, and actually manage all of this so that it looks nice. Right now, this one looks terrible on there, so we'll go ahead and fix it because I can't stand it. We're going to do we'll do some random address. There we go. I don't know who you are, but you're our new address. So now if we go ahead and refresh in here, we'll see for Lovely Lines, we have a new address that will show up. So now we have our new address here. So make sure you have your address done and your hours done so that it shows the right thing on the portal for your patient. And that will again change per clinic. And then here you're going to have, again, we have a test account, it looks a little hairy, but if you have a real account that looks nice and has good stuff in it, we're going to go to one that I worked on. It makes it look a little bit nicer, facial treatments here. So you'll have your nice little descriptions here that show up, you know, your 30 minutes, you can look at your details, you can book now. And again, this is where your categories are going to make a lot of difference, because whatever you have here is your categories. If you have a ton of them that aren't really relevant, I would organize all that so you don't have, like we have a giant list from testing that's a little bit out of control. But I would go through and clean that up. But again, you're going to have all your drop downs here. They know to choose a category, and then they can actually book now from here, but we're going to keep going to a few more other fields first to just show you. So let me go over to our services tab, which again, if you're here, this is what it looks like. On staff, why it matters for your staff to look so nice and pretty is, hopefully I can get this to load here for me real quick. Come on. It's trying. I got a lot going on my computer this morning. Let's see here. Close some tabs. And we wait. Testing account drama this morning. Well, I will go to a different tab while we get that to work.
Let me give you our Charming Wrinkles account too. Maybe that has less craziness in it.
Yes. Here we go. It works. It works now. Pop it open. I just hit the button again. All of a sudden,
magic.
Magic happened. Okay, so you guys can see here, we have like our little provider name. We have her bio. And then under services, so now we can book by the service with that provider particularly. So I have Bobby's entire giant list of things that she offers, which is a lot of them. I can book with her, and so if I click on the book appointment here, it's going to show her as a default provider for that appointment. Same for Derek, for Alana. Everyone's kind of got their things in here that are already booked for appointment for the provider. But make sure you have a nice, it'll make a big difference. And then we have memberships, as we talked about before. So they look a little bit different now than they used to inside the patient portal. Now they're a little bit sexier, we hope. You can look at the details. So like our facial club membership here, if we have a free good that we're giving away, it'll show up here, as well as like a little byline about it. So if you recall, in our membership area, let's go back to that over here, just so I can show you. Under patient loyalty, let's go to the one that I just showed, facial club. You have a little description here. I forgot to mention this before. Membership description for booking portal. You can add a little bit of a note here that you want people to see as to why they should buy that membership. So again, that looks like this when it shows up here. You know, take time for self-care each month. Here's your little free thing now. You can join now. So let's see if we click that. You would have your agreement. We don't have one, so our agreement's called test description. I'm going to agree to it. I sign my little note here, and I'm going to add to the cart. So I'm going to add that in. So I've currently have purchased, or I have it in my cart, a membership. Now under our promotions, if you recall, we did the images, we did the name, we did the amount. So if I look at this buy 12, the B12 shot, we went through this one, and I go to details, it's going to show me save $50 when you buy a bundle of 10 B12 shots. So I can close that out. I can buy now. Let's look at this one. It has details as well. So they can look and see what all is offered. We'll go ahead and buy the B12. So add it to the cart here. And then let's look at our gift cards. So we had those again, where, as Victoria mentioned, we can't do an unlimited amount, but you can certainly go through do increments of 100, of 50, whatever it is you want to do. If you do the increments, then they can just buy more quantity, but they have to still send them to each person individually. So you might want to look at just doing bigger quantities, like a 100 to 200, 300, all the way up, because you have a limited space here. You can keep going all the way down the page if you want to. There's no limit to gift cards you can do. And then if you have the ones where they can set it for one amount but buy it for another, like for instance this one here, you'll see the value of the gift card here at the top, and you'll see the price of it here at the bottom. So they'll be able to tell that they're going to buy it for 200, but they're going to get 225 for their graduate, for their gift card. So it's on here where you can, $100 here, 125 here. So let's go ahead and buy a birthday one. We'll send it to our friend Victoria. We love her. Let's see here. This is just like it is now if you were in the regular gift card purchasing process here. And then happy birthday. I'm going to go ahead and send this instantly, but I could do a future date. I'm going to send instantly. And so now in my cart, I have all three things. They're all there together. And so just to go through kind of the cart process, and we'll go back to booking, just so you can kind of see the online booking, how it ties in the patient portal. I have now in my cart, I have three things here. So $4.29 is my checkout. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed to checkout. It's going to push me into authenticating in the patient portal, because now I've bought things that tie to a patient wallet, memberships, promotions, gift cards, the whole shebang. So this is where you have to have your patient portal turned on or this will not work, and they can't buy things that go to their patient wallet. So I'm gonna use my Anastasia Parker, go ahead and log in. And then now that I've authenticated through Anastasia, they know who she is, they know which patient wallet to put it in, she's good to go. I can actually proceed to check out. And then now we have a new process called Link. And I don't know, my screen just went a little crazy here at the bottom. There we go. If you guys can see this, I'm gonna zoom in. We have, for those of you who are Stripe users, we have launched a new process where patients who have credit cards on file already with Stripe through another merchant, through various places that they've like saved, almost like you save a card to Venmo or you save a card to DoorDash. If they've already saved it to a Stripe merchant somewhere, they can log into Link. It's like a one login click, and that card is saved there forever. If they have not yet done it, they can actually log in here and save the card with this one-click checkout for future use. So it's very helpful for the patients who are like, I don't have my credit card handy, I don't know where it's at. Well, if I just go into here and it recognizes my email address and some more things about me, I can actually just log in and save it here. So I'm not going to do that actually here because I don't want to put my credit card number on Zoom.
I want to go shopping.
If you wanted that Gucci handbag, not today, kids. But you see here, it has my name at the top of it, and then it will tie that credit card to me in AR and also in Stripe. So if I were to go ahead and check out here and go ahead and save it for Lovely Lines, for our account, then once it purchases all the way through, I get my invoice, my receipt in my email inbox, and then I get in my patient wallet the promotion I just bought. I get the membership signed up for, and I get the gift card sent automatically to my friend Victoria for her birthday. So it all happens here. If you're on Clarent, it works the exact same way. It's just not called Link, but there is now an online link where you will pay for Clarent. They'll log in. It all works the exact same way. It's just the back end credit card processing page here. Looks a little bit different, not a whole lot, but a little bit different. But everything else works the exact same way. It's just Stripe has a new process that they just launched that we have now pulled through for you guys to use. It'll soon be in your clinics as well for point of sale booking too, or point of sale checkout. What have I forgotten here, Victoria? Anything on this part that you think we need to bring back?
No, I think that's great. Just to reiterate a few things, I know this is a lot of information. So high points, again, you can sell your packages, so your promotions, so anything except for a dollar credit, which because you apply that at the checkout, or a percentage off, you apply that at the checkout. Patients can pre-buy e-gift cards, packages, BOGOs, memberships. I think that's everything. So
Yep.
just keep that in mind. So all of those things can be purchased through this portal. And then if a patient buys, and we can probably kick back over to AR in just a second, but if a patient is purchasing a package or a membership, remember that connects directly to their profile inside of AR. So they will have an invoice associated. You'll be able to see their membership details, their membership agreement that was signed. All of that will connect directly to their profile inside of Aesthetic Records. So, and we'll show you guys that here in just a moment.
Oh yeah, and if you're wanting to sell things like, let's say it's Upneek, where you want them to be able to rebuy every 3 months, you could sell Upneek on here. You could sell even your skincare on here. You just have to watch it because you have to ship them actual skincare to their to their house. But you could sell whatever you wanted as long as it can fit into a membership bucket, a promotion bucket, or an e-gift card bucket. So whatever that looks like for you, you could even sell gift cards toward treatments if you wanted to say, I'm not going to sell Upneek, for instance, online because it's a prescription, but I'll sell a gift card for Upneek. That when the patient buys that gift card and it goes into their, their patient wallet, then I'll use that to get their Upneek sent. So you could manipulate this in some ways that are perhaps a bit different, but it does not replace Shopify. There is no option to drop ship things. That's a whole nother bag of worms that we don't want to get into, or can of worms. So this is just for your primary things that would go into the patient wallet. You can use this to get them there. But again, they have to have the patient portal turned on, because as you saw Anastasia's name at the top of it, she's able to look at, go into her portal, authenticate, and then it shows up in her wallet. Without that, just like a guest checkout, if they're a guest, it will not show up in their patient wallet. So they're going to have to, at that point, sign up for the patient wallet, or for the patient portal, I'm sorry. So if they're not currently a patient portal user in your practice and they buy things online, when they go to checkout, it will force them into that screen to register as a new user, because we have to find a way to get that patient tied to that stuff, because you can't do that on the back end, right? You don't have enough time for that. So just know that it will force them into, if they don't already have it, to make sure that there is a person that matches the transaction. All right, do we get all the Q&As answered?
We've got more, but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. ShamWow.
Can you hop into AR and share your screen? Because I have a few things I want to run through with gift cards, and then a couple of questions about memberships that I think
Let's
might be
do
helpful
it.
for everyone
I'm
to
in
see.
here. I'm driving, so we'll get it switched over, and you can let me know where you want me to click.
All right, perfect. So one quick thing, let's talk about on e-gift cards, how to create a value versus a purchase price. So
Great
we've
one.
had a couple of questions where, we're being asked, can we discount gift cards on here? So you can do a couple of things. It's kind of wordplay. So if you want to say that there is a, $100 gift card that's 10% off, you can kind of vocalize it that way. But when you're building those gift cards, you can choose a value and then you can choose a purchase price. So for example, most of the time, for Black Friday, if we're having sales, things like that, you might have the purchase price at $150, but the patient actually gets a gift card for $200, for example. So make sure that you guys take a look at this if you have not explored this before, but this is a great way to quote unquote discount your gift cards in a way like that. So that's going to be one thing here. And then we've had a few questions about wallets and gift cards. So a gift card purchase does not go to anyone's wallet at all. You have a report, and the patient gets an email when they receive a gift card. So just keep that in mind, that that's kind of how gift cards work. We have to make sure that it's truly going to the right wallet. And so that's why we don't have that functionality right this second, because there has to be some sort of an authentication for a patient to be married with the recipient type of deal. So that's that. And then
Real quick on that, I think it's important to know if they don't have their redemption code and all that stuff, we can help. You can help them. So if they come in and say, I don't have my redemption code, I can't find it anywhere, I don't know what it is, because I hear all the time, they don't want to keep their code. Well, you get a code for everything in your life, so that's, it's 2023, get with the program. But second thing is, if you can't find it, that's all inside the portal for you. And to Victoria's point, you can see who's purchased a gift card, if they've used it or not. There are some things coming where it's going to be part of the patient payment option, not the wallet per se, but they'll be able to use it as like a tender type instead of having to do it sort of separately within the checkout screens. But just know that you can help them. I get that question a lot. You can help them if they can't find it, just like the patient portal. You can help them if they can't find their password, they can't get their invitation resent. You got all the magic that you need right here inside your AR portal. Carry on.
Yeah. So I see Jason chatting in, he's got the right answer. So you do have a gift card report. So if you're looking for that redemption code, if you go to Business Insights, there's an e-gift card report, and that report is going to list out. Yep. So if we go, let's try our other one real fast. We go to sales.
Let me see. Do you want to do? Oh, we want to do a whole different report.
Yeah, we'll do the e-gift card revenue. Let's see. Okay,
We
so
change our dates. So let's do last month.
you guys might see some crazy data in here, but you'll have the buyer's name, the recipient's name, and then the redemption code. So for example, if Alex comes in and he's like, I don't have my redemption code, just find it right here. And then remember that patient also gets an email with that redemption code. So whoever the recipient is gets that code. And we had a few questions about memberships as well. So if a patient is buying a membership from their portal, you have a few different ways to see this. So if we let's go to Business Insights, and we'll go to our membership reports down there. Let's try membership revenue. So you will also be able to see by clicking view details over to the right, which patients are enrolled in a particular program. So this is a good resource to use, but you will also, let's say that you're checking this on a day-to-day basis, which, many clinics do. The sales tab is also going to be a great place to see any new membership purchases that have happened. So if you go all the way up to the top, per invoices. Okay. So this is a great way as well to see, day of, hey, I see that, whoever bought a membership today. So you have a couple different ways to track and kind of find that information. So hopefully that's helpful.
And I think on memberships, you have some fun reports here, even like your MRR, what to expect for the month, like what you expect to come in if they all pay their bill. And again, this is the expected MRR. We expect this if their credit card works. If for some reason their credit card does not work, the expectation is not reality. So this is not going to match. So it's going to adjust in real time as their credit cards decline. This is what you should expect if you're looking at your monthly cash flow. This is, again, expectation, but their credit card working or not working is going to define the actual reality. So just keep that in mind.
Okay. So, and then someone asked about getting a notification for booking. So you don't get a notification if someone buys something. You can just go to your sales tab and you'll see all of your invoices for that time frame. We do have something called booking notifications. So if you're in your managed clinic section, just add your email or phone in there, and then anytime a booking occurs, you will get those notifications. So, let's see what
You want
else.
to book and try it? You want to see what the booking looks like? We haven't even booked a service yet.
Oh yeah, we haven't even done that yet. Let's do it.
We can't. Okay, I'm back in my screen here. I'm going to book an appointment. And I mentioned in the email and the Instagram that it looks a little bit different now, so it's a little bit cleaner. And I'm already logged in, right? Anastasia already authenticated through. We know it's Anastasia, so she's already in here. So her name pops up automatically. Yay. I'm not a robot, at least last time I checked. All right, she should have her OTP. So the OTP thing looks better now. It's a nice little pop-up, so it's not so buried in everything.
Yep, so it's 545187.
So we get complaints all the time that patients can't figure out to click the verify button and to click the send the OTP button. Eliminate it. This part's easy now. We're going to verify it. Now we're going to do an in-person. And then this is going to be a horizontal scroll on the web. So we may put a little button here to let them know to go that way, but horizontal scroll for your categories. So let's go to facial treatment. And again, we had all these before. You saw them in the list, but now they're like little boxes here instead. And you probably can't see this on the Zoom, but they have a little border around them, so they're not all jumbled together. I'm going to go ahead and click on my dermaplaning. Let's do it. Oh, I have a service deposit, $5. We can live with that. That's fine. All right, next. And then I'm going to pick, let's see if Jane does it. I'm not sure if she does or not. Yep. We now have a little bit different timing. It looks a little bit nicer. It's not quite so jumbled up as well. So let's do Jane at 4:15. Here's my cancellation policy. I'll go ahead and accept that. And then again, my credit card number, which I will go ahead and put in. We can't see it, so it all works out. Oh, hopefully you can see it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and book. And then we're good. So now we have our same booking screen you always have where it shows, add it to your calendar, do your things. And so if you have that notification on, if you're a practitioner who has that managed clinic thing done, then when they book here, you'll get that email or that text to your phone or to your email that says, it's now booked. And so the patient gets their reminders as well. Everything's all the same. They paid their service deposit. That $5 goes into their wallet, for the next appointment. And it's that easy. And then one thing to show you that's different, if I go to staff, and I want to book this way, then if I go from the staff tab, I'm going to go directly into them being the provider for the service.
And then we did actually just have a quick question too. Someone asked if we could show the first landing page where a patient chooses a clinic. So
yep.
We can pop that back open here in just a second.
So it looks like this. So they land on the page. Someone must be in this account because now it's green all of a sudden and it has them pink. So maybe that's the issue. They're messing with it. You'll have your little drop down list here of clinics that you can choose from. So if you wanted to choose instead Bobby's Botox Bar, you could. Medical Spa LLC, you could. And it will change the address. So you see here the address changed to that clinic's location. And I can go up here as well and do the same thing again. Change it back to Lovely Lines. Now I get, again, my location here. So it works the same. It's going to change it automatically no matter what you choose, as long as you choose a new clinic.
While we're working on that, so we had a question about the clinic logo. So if you guys either have issues with your logo looking a little funky or if you just need to update it, If you go to settings and then business information, there's a little logo spot. You can drop that in. I'm trying to remember, is it 200 by 200 for our logos?
I'll tell you what I did. So if you want to hack, a life hack, go to Canva and use the logo option or the Instagram square option, and then make your logo transparent. So when you go to download it, use a transparent background, because in the gift card, if you don't, the box will show around it, which no one likes, a tacky box. So make your logo, click download transparent background, all in Canva. But yeah, if you just do a square, you'll be fine. Like a 200, 200, 300, 300, whatever it is. Just do a square ratio and you'll be fine. I now have my staff pages working. And I'll just show you guys real quick, because again, someone's supposed to be in here working on this because it's changing colors before my eyes. If you wanted to book with Bobby Johnson, for instance, and you go to book appointment, it's going to default to her being the provider here. So it's going to only show you things that she can do, times that she has open. So it just skips the whole provider thing. It like automatically does that for you. So if I just did my name, well, I don't want to do the whole phone number thing again, but if you go through all of that under provider, it just comes up and she's already selected as your provider that's pre-selected. So if you want to book by the person, that's an option now too, or by the service. Either way, it can all be done here. So
Yeah, so I would just say too, if anyone's having like questions about anything, or if they want us to double check their settings, live chat us, because we have an army of people there that know how all of this works. So if you live chat us, our team can actually, take a look at your situation. So keep that in mind. And then let's see here. I think that's kind of it for the most part, but I would also say, I know this is a lot of information. So if you guys need a partner, meaning someone from the AR squad to help you get this stuff set up, if you email info@aesthetic record, we have a team that can help, configure things like this. Or if you just want additional training, we have a lot of training options as well. So if you've been using AR for a while, we've released like, I don't know how many new features. We should actually
yes.
probably show the Beamer page while we're at it.
And we'll show you that, because that's where we put all the new stuff. And it also links in the help articles, the Learning Lab articles, or any YouTubes that we have. So if you're in your AR platform directly, not on the website, go to What's New, and you can see all of our fun little launches here. And again, it may not show very well here on the Zoom, but you can go through each, we launch things all the time. We had a few things last week. We'll have more things this week. We'll put all of this in Beamer as well. Plus in the Learning Lab, we'll have articles for each of the different parts and pieces of it. But yes, definitely use this, because Victoria and I relentlessly keep this thing up to date with articles and ideas and things that launch. So go here. And then the status page, if you ever want to know about anything being down or offline or not working to its full capacity, the status page off of our website can help you with that. And I'll just show you where to find that as well, just in case you ever need it. We haven't had to do anything with that in a long time, but just in case, you never know. If you go to the bottom down here, you will see a system status button right here. And that will put you into our about the site kind of thing. So if you need it, it's there. Okay. I feel like that's a lot of things. And again, you mentioned the wait list. Take a look at the wait list. We have a lot of new things that have come out. So go to Beamer for sure. There's a whole laundry list of things there to look at. You'll have some new things coming very soon around your provider schedules. If you have workspaces, there's a brand new login screen for workspaces. We've got things coming with our iOS, just lots of stuff happening very soon. So stay tuned to our Instagram and to your email, because it'll be coming out very soon.
Mm-hmm. And guys, just if you hear us say Beamer, that's just what we use to push new like feature updates out and release information. So inside of your AR account, if you click on What's New, if you check that, weekly, you'll see all of our up-to-date stuff. And then we also send out emails. Follow us on Instagram. Tiffany is like our little girl over here. So all those pretty posts that you guys see, go Tiffany. But we try to announce, features. We move really fast, and so we know that there's a lot of information. So maybe just pick one spot. I think Beamer is a great one where you can just get what you need and go. And then, our Learning Lab is another resource hub. So inside of your AR account, if you click on Learning Lab, you'll be able to search for helpful articles and things like that. So we have an endless amount of resources. If you ever just message us and say, here's what I need, our team will direct you to the proper department and then get you what you need. So
yeah, and for sure, live chat, it's real people, real humans that will help you. We get asked about that a lot. Definitely chat them. And then hopefully you'll find what you need here. And if you don't, again, tune back in. We'll have this on demand in a few hours. We'll have articles in the Learning Lab. We'll have some videos up as well coming soon, and you'll have it in Beamer. So find it somewhere under the What's New tab is probably the easiest place to find it. But until then, I think we're done here, Victoria.
We appreciate
It's all the things
today.
Yeah. Well, we will see you guys for some more big launches coming in a few weeks. So let us know if you need our help. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Victoria.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.